8bitx.com. We are here live and direct with the one, the only Brian Soscia of the Soscia Network, the hottest free agent in Philadephia radio. We'll get to that in just a second. He's waiting eagerly right there to get into it. We're presenting our first ever shoot interview, and it could be with none other than the Soscia Network master himself. This is 8bitx Radio Network special video interview. You want to check out more information about us, 8bitx.com. We're on all the social media websites, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We have hundreds of performances archived there for your enjoyment, as well as interviews like this. But let's get into it. Special guest of the evening. How are you, sir?
Hey, man, I'm flying high. I'm doing great. Really happy tonight. Just great things happening, as you know, Will. Thank you for having me, man. It's an honor to be here.
Absolute honor on our part as well. You have just been signed to WSTW. You want to do some introductions of what that station's offering for you?
Well, you're so hyped up, man. You're a hype man. You're like Mojo Riley. You're so hyped up. If the people know who Mojo Riley is, look that up. But, Will, a lot of great stuff. 93.7 WSTW. It's a huge station. Been around for years. Broadcast out of Wilmington. They've been so good to me through negotiations. What a professional staff. They have a new wake-up crew, the new morning show with Joe Allen and Nancy Johnson. They have Mike Rossi, very talented middays. I'll be doing afternoon drive 2 to 7. And then Aaron Price, a good kid, man. He's on at night. And it's a lot of fun. They have the Best Beats dance show, I think it's called, on Saturday. It's a really good dance show. Check that out, too. I mean, here I am plugging away. I'm excited. I'm reborn creatively, as you can tell.
We'll get into the reborn and what you have now. When you signed with them, the press release said WSTW stands for, pardon me, We Shook the World. Is that what you said now? What is that?
No, I said I think by the time with the new lineup and what we have in store and just the passion that everybody has and the team I feel, the vibe I feel, it's a very special thing. And I feel like we're going to shake the world. So WSTW will shake the world because, I mean, it's endless. It's not just Maryland, Delaware, Jersey, PA. It's everywhere now. You get the World Wide Web. We're going to shake the world. We have a very talented crew. And I'm so happy to be a part of it. I can't wait, man.
So you're sitting here. You become a free agent in the radio industry. We go way back. I mean, way back, but we'll get into that in a few minutes.
I used to be Two Fly Bry. I used to talk like you. Remember, we used to have fun. We had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and that was community college. Yeah, absolutely.
And Delco Pride, baby. Don't forget Delco. I love my Delco.
So here you are. You put your time into the industry. You've put your nose to the grindstone, and you've worked so hard. And I know that personally because we talk and whatnot. But here you find yourself in this situation where you are leaving one company and you're on the market. What was the search like? Did you have a lot of people coming at you? What was it like being a free agent?
It was amazing. I'm very fortunate because in radio, a lot of times it can be kind of cutthroat show business, entertainment. And what happens is you just kind of get relieved your duties. You know, you part ways. I've been fortunate. That's never happened to me. I've seen a lot of bloodletting with a lot of different companies over the years. That's just how it goes. I mean, it's part of it. Don't feel bad for us. That's what it is when you get in. You almost expect that to happen. I was very lucky at it. It's almost a 12-year run with iHeartMedia, which I just parted ways with them with the Soscia Network to go to WSTW 93.7. And it was really cool because basically they treated me amazing during negotiations. Very professional outfit. Very happy to be a part of it. They want the Soscia Network. They want my show. They want, my visions, I guess. And I'm very excited. And I'm excited to come down there and play ball and kick some butt and hopefully entertain a lot of people.
So, $1 million question. Everyone wants to know.
Million.
I don't know about that. So, why did you leave?
Why did I leave iHeartMedia? Mix 106? A lot of reasons. They're not. I think some people, they hear iHeartMedia, they think big company stuff. It wasn't that so much. It was. I was not really creatively fulfilled, and it's no fault of anybody's really. I think it just kind of our principles were a little different. I believe in what they do. I think that what they do it well, what they're trying to do. And I think the type of radio that 93.7 WSTW is, they're just an amazing station. It's a different, it's radio, but there's a different feel for me. I just have a different vibe. It's my personal feeling. Mix is an amazing station. It's tight. Chio's very talented. Nicole Chio, Matt, the producer's great. Their air talent, like their morning show stuff's good, and I was so happy to help build it, be a part of it, and they treated me so well. They really did on the way out. But basically leaving, it just was kind of a creative thing for me. Basically, how if you pay attention to the scheduling, you would have known this was probably going to happen because it would go Chio, and then it was Wendy Wild on after that, and then it was Mario Lopez. Then I would come on at night. What happened was Ryan Seacrest got moved from Q102 to Mix 106. They put Mario Lopez on later, so I got bumped. So I was doing the weekends, which I was fun talking to you on the weekends and having fun, but I need more. I got to have more, I know I was capable a little more, and as much as I appreciate the stuff they've done for me there, I think that's a big part of it. Creatively, I needed to spread my wings and fly, and I don't think there's really anywhere for me to go because I was kind of locked there. I was running in place. I mean, I learned a lot, had a lot of fun. I miss everybody who's watching. Hello. But it was a good place. It was a good time. So I'm just happy we parted on great terms. And I'm happy I could go to WSTW and kick some butt, man. It'd be great.
So for people out there who are watching, who are trying to make nice. So people out there who are watching, I wish CM Punk had a cup like that. So if you're trying to make a move in your career, how did you balance the fact that you have this burning desire to get your creative juices out, yet you have the security of a job, of a employment and a paycheck coming at you? Almost kind of like the Jericho example in WCW. He had a steady paycheck, but he knew he was capable of so much more. How did you balance that? I mean, we talk about wrestlers and athletes and things like that, but this is real back, right?
I talk about wrestlers way too much a lot. As you can see by my beautiful office record, the Soscia Network studios, my homage to the wrestling industry.
Let me move myself out of the way so we can see that Soscia Network. There you go.
There you go. That was just taken down from the studios, actually, to be put up in the WSTW studios when I start Monday, March 14th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. I hope you'll join me. Yeah, so there goes my TMZ stuff up there, too, if you want to check that out as well. I'm very proud of that. I worked hard to get that. Okay, I'm sorry. We got off track. This is what podcasting's all about. It's going all over the place. So what was the question again? I apologize.
So you're at the spot where you have this creative abundance.
I remember now. Right. Yeah, I was the security of it. I like the people I work with a lot. I will miss them, but it's like you're kind of meeting new people. So that was a good part of it. It was nice I was important at that station. I was doing a lot of stuff. It just was my creativity wasn't where it needed to be. I didn't think. And when you stop using it, and I tried not to, it's almost like writer's block. So that was really hitting me hard. And again, it's nothing personal. We're all good. It's just the fact that there was nothing for me to do on that station as an on-air talent. And I knew that I needed to make a leap and do something else. Because I do. I mean, I hate to sound corny, but I feel it. I feel it right here. And I just feel like I have a lot to give. And I have a lot of entertainment. And I don't feel like I could have done what I needed to do. I think I needed to step away. I needed to change the scenery, basically. I do. The Jericho thing was good for people that don't know, but that was a guy named Chris Jericho. He's a wrestler that a lot of people got behind and seemed to really like. And you could tell it meant a lot to him. But he was he never got his due where he was, or he wasn't ready at that point. And then he went to the bigger show, WWE, and he became a huge star. I'm not saying that's going to happen to me. I'm just saying what Will's talking about. I would, hey, man, Delco Pride. I make it happen, right? 93.7 WSTW.
So, not only will you have to get used to the new call letters, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it seems that audience interaction and your take involving niche communities like wrestling are a big part of the appeal of the social network.
Well, the Socia Network.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
It's on the social network. No. It gets confusing. That's why I picked the name, because it's confusing on the
absolutely.
Social. It works. That's my real name, too. as you know.
I get it.
I know you. I'm telling everyone else.
I understand.
So, I think that the Socia Network. I always like to joke around. We have all kinds of callers and stuff. It's a judgment-free zone. You can call in, let it all hang out, have some fun. I think that's a big appeal to it. I think people are going to enjoy that. I mean, I'm ready to come on the air and talk. I just like talking to people, through social media, on the phones, everything. I enjoy people. If anyone knows me, they'll tell you that.
So, with the way that terrestrial radio is going and these big corporate conglomerates, where you have everything pre-programmed and you have voice tracking going on, connecting with the audience on a DJ, traditional speaking, a DJ to audience member is becoming so rare. Was it hard for you to find a spot that allowed you to do that?
I think it is what you make of it. I did the best I could with what I had. A lot of great facilities, a lot of things to work on where I was at before. Some of the behind-the-scenes unsung heroes, I call them, you could rely on them to make you sound better sometimes as far as dealing with the phone calls and stuff. And I don't say dealing in a bad way, but I wasn't there to get them. So they have to deal with it because it's not their show, and they would be picking them up sometimes if I wasn't there. I was never into that. I tried not to do that. But some people do, and that's just the fact of radio today. It's so much different. Radio is just a different animal than it was. I don't want to get nerdy and talk about it, but I mean, think about this. Think about what we're doing right now. Entertainment, everything has changed so much. This is almost underground pirate radio. There's no format to this. We're not that professional. I mean, we're just doing our thing, talking, and having a relationship. And I think that radio evolves, and this is even part of an evolution of it. Podcasting, on-demand audio, the internet's changing things. So it's never going to be like it was, where it's just that connection in a lot of places now. But fortunately, where I'm going, WSTW, I'm able to reach out and touch the listener and have people call in. That's because if I couldn't do that, I wouldn't have a show. I mean, I might even let the listeners pick some of the features on the show. We have a lot of interactive stuff we're going to do. I want to involve people. I want to talk to people. I just want to hang out, see what's going on. I just want to be a friend, right? The friend on the radio. But I'm real. I tell the truth. You know that, Will. You know that.
I don't think you can help it, to be honest.
Sometimes it just spews out. My mouth doesn't stop. But I think it's just a different type of radio, and there's a lot of different types of radio around. They're all good. You just have to approach each one differently. It depends what your taste is. You know what I mean? It's like all kinds of different flavors ice cream. There's different kinds of radio. I'm excited. I'm excited to taste my new flavor. It has a lot of variety, like ice cream does. 937 WSTW. That's variety. Ice cream variety.
We should have a drinking game. Every time that you say that, you take a drink. So with the evolution of how radio is going and the multifaceted ways that people can connect to you, and the state of terrestrial radio where everybody says it's dying, yet you have been in the industry for so long. We had a community college radio program that we did.
A lot of fun.
But you have actually gone into the industry, fought your way, and now you're at a primetime drive slot on a marquee station in a great market. So
very proud of that. Very proud of that.
So here you are. You hear people like me saying terrestrial radio's dying, and then you.
If you would have said that before I came on, I wouldn't have come on your dumb show then. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
So how do you take advantage of the evolution of things where you can have things like podcasts and you can do social media things with your social network, and how's that all going to evolve in your show?
It's going to evolve a whole lot. I mean, it's a different world out there now. You can't just have a broadcast. I mean, the Socia Network is exactly that. It's a network. It's fun on the air. It's videos. It's this kind of stuff. It's doing interviews. I mean, this is something. Have you ever seen? I've never seen a DJ switch stations and come on and do a podcast interview. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but obviously we've never seen it. It's something different. I'm just trying to do things different. I'm trying to do things modern. I'm trying to do things fun. And I just hope everybody comes along for the ride. I mean, again, fun is the main word, and modern. Like I said, I want to tweet with people. I want to hop on Instagram. All of it. Facebook. Matter of fact, I mean, the press release, it took off on Facebook. I'm so proud of that. I mean, so many people, so many well wishes. That just shows you there's a lot of love with the show too, which means a lot to me. Because I've built this over the years. I watched it happen, so it comes from here, a lot of it. So I can't wait to spew the talent out. Really, because I haven't had a chance. I want to unlock it, man. I'm ready. I was like a tortured artist. I don't know why. I lost my creative juices a little bit. you feel creative block. I filled up like 5 notebooks the other night. It's crazy.
So now you have this freedom of the yeah.
Thank you. Laugh at everything for me. I appreciate that.
Well,
You're my boy.
because the way you're doing the cup, man.
You like the cup. He does.
So now you have it goes from a situation where you're kind of constrained and you're fighting against the powers that be, and I just want to be creative. I just kind of want to get out there.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got to say something. It's not, I don't want to twist this at all. It's not that they were stopping me from being creative. It's not that at all. It's that it's a different type of radio that maybe I wasn't the best at. I think I was pretty good at it. I did as well as I could. But I just think I would excel better in what I'm going to do now. That I don't want to say they stopped me from being creative. I think it was that I just had my show, but I was producing and doing a lot of other things. So it was just a lot of work, and I was so bogged down. I mean, by the time it got time, I couldn't put my full heart into my show. And people can argue and say that, well, then you're not cut out for radio. I don't believe that. I think I have a lot to offer. And like I said, it's nothing personal. They treated me great. I mean, they were great while I was there. I learned a lot from a lot of great people. It's just time to move, man, and try something new. I want to reinvent, STW's got a bright future ahead of them with the new morning show and everything. And there's a lot of talent on there. And I want to be a part of that team. The vibe, like I said, is incredible. I mean, they were texting me. They're so excited. I'm excited to work with them. It's a true team vibe. And I hope you'll sample the station, everybody, because I think you're going to like it. Their music selection is really good, too. I mean, yeah, it's good stuff.
So you brought something...
Infomercial. Sorry.
Billy Mays here. No, so you brought something... something unique to the market, where you brought in a lot of wrestling interviews. Obviously, You're a fan and whatnot. How did that go down? I always wanted to ask you this. We never really got time to talk, and here seems like an appropriate time. How did it go over when you were bringing in these interviews, and how did you court these interviews on the mix? Because it didn't really seem like it would go with the music that was playing. It was just randomly, oh, by the way, here's Randy Orton in this amazing interview.
Well, stop thinking what you're saying. Randy Orton, who's a professional wrestler, for those of you that don't know him, he's not a bad-looking guy. A lot of women think he's good-looking. And if you think about it, WWE kind of has shifted, and they're more for families and stuff like that now. So, I mean, it made sense. I'll tell you, every time I did a contest there, it would light those phones up, and everybody was passionate. And shout out to all my wrestling fans for the interviews and everything that follow me. I mean, that means a lot to me, because that's a passion of mine too, as you can probably tell in the beneath the mat studio in here, Soscia Network studio. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope you'll follow me to wherever I go. I hope you'll sample the station as well. And wrestling Delaware, a rich history there, let's just say. And we'll leave it at that. There's some chick magnets hanging out there, but yeah, I appreciate the fans, and it's like anything else. I feel like if you appreciate your listener and you have fun and you're a family, they're not just listeners. I do that with wrestling fans, and they love my stuff, and I love them. So thank you if you're a wrestling fan for watching.
So when you were doing these interviews and whatnot, okay, I know the WWE was able to get you some places and to some special events and whatnot. So what was it like working with the WWE on that level?
It's phenomenal. They're an incredible company. They're a top-notch business. They're like no one else I've ever worked with. The most reliable, on time, constantly polite. The wrestlers, of course, with the dress code, are dressed nice, well-behaved. They're just so polite. They're great to the kids. They're the best entertainment company I've ever worked with by far. They're seamless. Their execution is seamless when it comes to media. They treat us great, and I've had some great interviews. I've had some great times. But again, their execution is seamless. It's incredible. Even around WrestleMania time, I've talked to guys that work for them, and I just commend them, because I see them. I said, how do you guys go? They 24/7. Think of all the events at WrestleMania. These guys are taking people. It's crazy. So props to WWE for that. Seriously. Will, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
You're not wearing headphones, are you?
I am.
You are? Okay, you're hidden. Okay, I get these white ones. I was going to yell at you because I didn't want to look dumb with these headphones. Behind the Avery beard there, making a murderer. That's how I got my law degree, watching Making a Murderer. You know? Good joke, one-liner.
So, I do have a question. You go on the WrestleMania, you get on Radio Row, right?
Okay.
You were there?
Yes.
How many years were you on Radio Row there?
Oh man, I hate being this guy that doesn't remember times like this. 1, 2, I think 3. I could have been the other ones. It's just, there was circumstances beyond my control that stopped me from getting down there. But
Right.
I've had some really good experiences and some really cool things on Radio Row, and bad ones too.
Okay, because I do want to ask
I knew you were going there.
Yeah, because I had to, right? You know where
Yeah.
I'm going. So
Yeah.
for those out there, I'll link the clip. So this is. I mean, you want to talk about.
Why do you give this guy publicity, man? He's a jerk.
You want to talk about cringeworthy. Brian, I watched it after you linked it. I don't know why you linked it on your Facebook, the Soscia Network.
Oh, because that's part of the deal.
I know.
The footage you shoot, you have to link it. It's just, Oh.
Well, the thing is, you
knew
and I
TMZ
talked.
was going to leak it. TMZ was going to leak it, so I had to.
You and I talked about our reverence for the promotion of ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, born out of Philadelphia. You were down there as a probably like a 15-year-old kid and whatnot. So you meet up with the legendary Paul Heyman.
Yeah, visionary.
And I know I'm sorry to bring this up, but I have to ask: when Paul Heyman dropped the money on the table and left in disgust, what was going through your mind?
I thought they were going to kick me out. I thought I was never going to get another interview again. I thought that wasn't good. I mean, it was kind of like, that was weird. Got my money. I was excited, but I was like, oh, that guy hates me. Stormed off. I was like, well, I didn't believe it really happened, because I was just going to like catch him off guard, see what he said, and then it went, hey, whatever. I got $100 that he owed me. Well, he gave me, I think it was 80, but 100. So who won, Paul?
But still, as number one, as a radio professional, like, you're like, this is not how I envisioned this to go.
Paul Heyman's a professional, and he knows what he's doing, and he obviously had a problem with me, and that showed in other years too. I don't know. I have, it happened more than once, and I have a feeling that maybe he might be the guy keeping me from showing up at Mania some years. I think he's requested not to talk to me. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I have a strong respect for Paul Heyman. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this. I have a strong respect for Paul Heyman, and I'll leave it at that. And hopefully one day we can talk again. That's all I know.
This is the shoot interview. You can't back away.
I just told you. I'm not backing away. I don't know anything else. I haven't talked to the guy in years. I got a Facebook message one time. It's just, and then we haven't talked. I haven't I haven't reached out, but
gotcha.
If I reach out, if I can get an interview with him, I'll let you know.
All
we'll
right.
See.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it, just to see, because I have such reverence for the man, and I was waiting to see.
Well, it's all on YouTube. It's all on YouTube. With the $100 thing is, and I believe the thing where we got in our little spat the other year is. It was the year that Brock beat the Undertaker. We actually made another bet, I believe. It's all up there on YouTube.
So. Yeah, it was, but I respect you. I respect him. These respectable entities, and then it was Explosion. You have to see it. So.
Too much stuff going on in one shot, I guess, and screen. I don't know.
Yeah, it was amazing. But those are the kind of moments that I commend you, because you put them out there anyway. Because
I'm honest.
Well,
I want people to see like the real. Be professional. Oh yeah, I'm a DJ. Come on, man. That's old. I'm me. You're you.
Right.
I make mistakes. I'm probably going to make mistakes. When I first go on the air, you want to hear a train wreck, tune in at 2 o'clock, WSTW 93.7. You might. I'm not used to the board. I got to learn everything. I'm a human. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Let's embrace them. Have fun. That's what it's all about. Sometimes I think it's better when I screw up. You can laugh at me. I'm telling you. Here I am. Laugh at me. I screw up in everyday life. It's fine. It's a good time. Equal opportunity laugh-ratters.
And this is the thing that I think separates you from a lot of other people who are on the radio, is that you're genuine, right? You have that authenticity that you really can't purchase. You hear so many people, my name is, and no, was not going there.
I still like Kid Rock though. It's good.
Like, you have so many fake names. My name's Johnny Action. Like, your name is not Johnny Action.
No,
you know
it's
what I mean?
not.
Like, how bad are the fake DJ names?
I got to tell you, I used to love. I still wish there were fake DJ. There still are some fake DJ names. I wish there were. Sometimes guys you won't even know about them, but other times there's guys that go way out there. Like I don't want to call anybody out specifically, But I remember there's a guy on YouTube called The Nasty Man. And then there's, like, of course, JoJo Kincaid. He was just talented. These guys are talented. I'm not making fun of them. There's a guy, George McFly, you know. They would take all the old radio names. I was Rob Soscia at one of my gigs, Frank FM, because there's another guy named Brian there, and that's a whole other story, you know. So I couldn't be Soscia because the competitor's name was Stosh on the other. So they didn't Soch, Stosh sound too the same. I don't know. It's too much. But I was just Rob Soscia.
So
my confirmation name.
So let's get. Mine was Joseph. Mine was Joseph.
You look like Joseph from the Bible. Grow your hair long, get the beard going.
More like a Moses, I feel.
Yeah, Joseph didn't have a beard, did he? What am I saying? I'm sorry. I don't know.
So with radio, you know, especially, you know, old school radio with, you know, we have program directors.
The Grease Man. The Grease Man. I want to shout the Grease Man out too. Why not?
So why is it that there's so many of those just strange rules around when you get on the air and you have to change your name and those kind of things? Like, what's great about you is you're real. You're just you. Yeah.
I got a cool name. I'm lucky. I have Soscia Network. That works, man.
Right.
I'm very, very fortunate to have that name. I just think that I actually often compare radio to regional days of professional wrestling too, especially back in the day. There's a lot of places to work. A lot of people didn't want to use their real names, just like wrestling or other pen names and stuff like that. And honestly, it's easier to remember certain names, like Brian Soscia. Maybe people, that's my name. I know it's my name. Maybe you think it has a ring to it. So I created the Socia Network because that definitely has a ring to it. But there's other guys that just, nicknames, you know, growing up, maybe one of their last names. I got a guy that I used to work with. I call him H-Bomb. Another guy named Madman Matty Michaels. Madman Matty Michaels. There was Steve Mayo. You know, his name was Hellman, so we call him Mayo. We just come up with names. They throw them out there. Sometimes they stick. You know, sometimes they just make up weird names. I don't know. That was more of an old school thing, but people still do it. I was Rob. Like I said, they could have called me moron. I just wanted to get on the air. I was excited. 107.5 Frank FM. I remember that.
So you have this burning desire within you, this drive to
hopefully it works out.
To achieve stardom or excellence or whatever it may be.
No. It's not even about that, and I truly mean that. It's not about that for me. It's not so to achieve stardom or excellence. I don't need to be famous. I mean, hey, it's cool that people like what I'm doing. That makes me feel good. It's not the drive to be famous. It's the drive that if I do get some notoriety, that I'm able to help people. That's the best thing I can use any kind of notoriety for. I'm more just, I feel like I have something in me I want to get out, and I'm able to do it on the radio. I'm able to do a job that I love, and I'm able to be creative. And if that brings people that like what I'm doing, like-minded people, then it's not even fame. It's friendship, because I'm going to have a lot more friends then. And with social media, the way we can keep in touch now, actually, there's going to be some really cool stuff happening on the first show. You'll see it's going to be a lot different, hopefully, than you're used to. But I got way off track there. But I'm very excited. You can see that, obviously. I can't stop.
So you make this transition. You love connecting with people, and that's the biggest thing.
I do.
So the Socia Network is this big interconnected, just love fest.
This big web of love and jokes and making each other feel good. And, you know, kids are kids can enjoy it because it comes on at 2:00. So, you know, when they're leaving school and all. And I want the kids to experience radio like I did when I was growing up, where it was cool. And like, if you were on the air, your friends would know about it the next day in school. And technology's changed. That's a lot harder to do now. So that's one of the things I want to do. I want to be able to have the parents enjoy it. Definitely the parents enjoy it. And I hope that they can enjoy it together, because let's be real. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to be any kind of edgy. I'm not Howard Stern by any means, but you can deal with real things. And sometimes people are afraid to say real things, you know, about a celebrity or something. Not me. I'm an honest guy. I say nothing to be mean or anything. I just speak my mind. And I just think, basically, it's like, why can't everybody just be nice and kind? And if that's what my show is, nice and kind, and, you know, sometimes we bust your chops, just once in a while. It's true. It's really true. You'll see.
So you got this forum, WSTW.
93.7. Yep. Seriously, dude. Growing up, listen. Again, Delco Pride. That's where I grew up. Sun Valley High School graduate, Northley Middle School graduate, Coburn Elementary School. Proud to be from Brookhaven, Pennsylvania, and I love Delco. but it's cool because I used to listen to them growing up, and I can tell you, everyone knows it. Go ahead and sing it with me. It's 93.7 WSTW. Everybody knows that. I mean, it's an honor for me to come on this station and serve the community, and hopefully just have a lot of fun, man, because they get really involved in the community. And I don't know, man. I'm coming in, like Molly would say, like a wrecking ball. It was a dated reference, but it was in my head. It came out. See what happens?
No, it's good. I wasn't expecting it, right? Like I wasn't expecting that.
Hey, just when you think you have the answers, my friend, I'll change the questions. You know the deal.
Yep. Roddy Piper. So you have this forum, and you're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff, family-friendly, crazy stuff.
Yeah, just fun. Just kind of fun.
And then you're going to have fun with it. So you have, when you go out and you do events, because that's part of being the whole thing, you say community, what's your favorite part about being in front of people? Is it when people recognize you, or is it something where you make people's faces light up? Like, what's the best part for you?
I love making people's faces light up. Just having fun. Sometimes, look, I'm on the radio, so I guess with technology changing a little bit, people can kind of see what you look like now, so that you're a little more recognizable. But you're on the radio, so they know your voice. I like getting up. A lot of people don't like speaking in front of a crowd. I did this thing in front of a crowd. It's called Walk for Hunger. And I got the whole crowd. Should we fight hunger? Yes. Yes. I mean, we know what that's from. It's a wrestling thing. But the crowd did it. They embraced it. And it was a really cool moment. You feel like you connect with people. And it's so nice when you run into somebody and they're doing the same thing you are. You're sharing the same stories. You're in the same community. You know, you're hanging out pretty much doing the same things. And I could run into any of these people that I talk to every day. I love the events. I love meeting people and seeing what they like, and I just like hanging out. I like people in general. I'm like the people's champion, like The Rock used to be. I know I keep using wrestling references, but that's how I feel, because I'm like one of the people who happens to have a radio show. That's how I look at myself. The people, like The Rock would say, the people this, the people. No, I am the people. I'm everybody. I'm you, but I got a radio show. I'm lucky, so I can speak.
So it's the people's show.
Like, yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. It's the Socia Network show. If you get in with the network, then you're in. And if you're not, come on. We got to open a house. You can check it out. If you've seriously, if you've never been to WSTW, tune in. You can go to the website. You can listen. I'll be on March 14th. That's Monday at 2 o'clock. And that's the start date. We hope you check it out. And we're slowly going to keep building and building and building. And the show's going to just expand, take over. It's going to be fun. A lot of fun. And thank you, by the way. I'm sorry. Thank you, by the way, to all. I'm trying to get back to the Facebook messages and all, and everyone's been sharing. I think we were actually trending for a minute. How cool is that? Thank you so much for that. And it's more so just the kind words, because I've worked really hard over the past 12 years, and it's all paying off. It just shows you work hard, it pays off. So thank you very much, everybody, all the support, all the kind words, everyone I've ever worked with. There's a lot of guys that have been great to me. My former PD, of course, Raz was awesome. Raz helps me out all the time. Although, Raz, I'm going to stomp you in afternoon drive. Watch out. I'm kidding, Raz. You're good. You're really good. So thank you to everybody. And I'm excited. Let's do it, man. Right?
So you've chased this moment.
Yeah, I have.
Basically, for over a decade. I mean, I don't want to make this.
I was living it. No, I mean, I was living it. I was doing all this stuff. I was on the air full time and all, but it's just a different kind of show now. And it's like anything else. It's like people know you've gotten a new job before. You're hitting. It's like you're okay. You talk about video games. It's like hitting the restart button. It's that excitement, of not knowing what's ahead, but knowing you can make a difference. And I'm also excited to know I sowed a lot of good seeds where I was at before, and I left a lot of talented kids there that I hope are getting jobs and are going to really help our business out in radio. That's exciting to me. It's really exciting to me. What, you drinking over there? You knocked something down? What happened?
My light fell over.
That's all right.
So you're sitting there. So you're sitting there, and you've done good. You've seen all these people come out and give their accolades that are so richly deserved.
Thank you very much. Seriously, thank you.
So you have all this happening. You have all this momentum. Were there times where you wanted to give up?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be. If you work hard at something, I think sometimes I have my blinders on a lot. And that's a good thing, because you want to be successful. And that's all I ever wanted to do. And that's what I'm hoping I can prove I can do. Basically, I mean, it's a long time and you're just running. It feels like you're sprinting and there's not a finish line sometimes, or you can't get to the finish line. It just, that might not be for me. That's for somebody else. You know what I mean? this might not be for me. That might be for somebody else. This might be for me. That's good once in a while, but I need consistency with what I'm doing so I can put my message out on the airwaves. So, I mean, yeah, dude, it is what it is. I'm just ready to rock. I know it keeps coming back to that, but I'm ready.
So now you've
more wanting to quit. No more. I mean, I haven't wanted to quit in a long time. I've never wanted to quit, but I mean, no more. Even there's not even a thought in my head anymore. Like, this isn't what I should be doing. I feel like I'm back in college radio. I have a fire inside me, and I've missed these creative juices. And I just feel like I need to press the restart button. I feel like I did it, or I'm going to do it as soon as I sign this contract here in a minute. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So wait a minute. You haven't signed the contract yet?
I have it, man. I mean, yeah, I want it to be, I work hard.
But you have it right there? Is that what you're saying?
I have it at my desk. This is sitting on my desk in the studios. It's in my hand. Yeah, it's over here. And so I'm going to do that when I'm probably done talking to you.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I would talk, and then I would maybe.
Because we talk for a long time, and I'm long-winded. What's the
both?
What's the wait here? What's the problem?
What are you saying? What do you mean? You want me to do it now?
Right here, right now.
He wants the exclusive. Will, this was a long journey, man. This is a really emotional moment for me.
I don't want to intrude if that's a personal thing.
No, it's not. And here's the thing: it's I'm very excited. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually a good idea, because the support that everybody's given me, the listeners, friends, people I've grown up with, Delco Pride, all that. I think that it's almost like I want everybody to share in this with me, because I've had so much support over the years, and it continues, and I love it. So, you know what? It might make sense to actually get this done on here. I think that's a good idea.
Before you do that, let's just think back, because we started.
Don't make me cry or something.
Hold on. We had started at a little community college radio station that broadcast in a studio with 8-track carts into the next room.
Into the lounge.
Which is the student lounge, and the speakers were up by the offices of the 7 people who work there.
WBCR, student-run radio.
So we had to manage keeping the volume of a point where it wouldn't upset the office workers.
And enough so people could hear it.
Right.
And unfortunately, the people sat down low and the speakers were up high. So obviously the older women upstairs are going to hear us playing Motley Crue or whatever I was playing at the time. You know what I mean?
Bands,
hair bands. And stupid hip-hop like Skilo, I Wish, or whatever I was playing. Two Fly Bry in the house. Right. You can all make fun of that. Yeah, it was Two Fly Bry, my first air name.
So we go from this, and we worked so hard at trying to make that work with, we were recording items on cassette tapes, folks.
Really we worked hard, man.
This is, but we loved it. It was the passion. And
That's
I see that same passion. I feel right now. I see that same passion right now.
That's how I feel, bro. I mean, I'm glad that's coming through. Yeah, I do think it's a good idea. I mean, and I got to tell you too, my wife, she's been so good through all this. She's been, without her, man, I don't know. She deals with me all the time. She's amazing, and she's just been very supportive through this journey. And I could not have done it without her. I mean, you need at least I needed a good support system, and I couldn't ask for a better one. Really love her. Lucky. Best decision I made in my life right here. And hopefully this is going to be one of the best decisions I make in my life. And I know it is, because I know WSTW is the place to be right now. And I hope you'll follow me there and check out what we have to offer, because I think there's a lot of talent there. And I think that if you've never checked it out, you should visit and check it out. And I think if you have checked it out, you know all about it. I think if you know the Socia Network, you know what I'm about. And if you don't know the Socia Network, come on, jump on, visit with us. All right, I guess I should do it, right?
Yeah. There's no better place.
No, I don't want to think. Look, he's getting exclusive. He's all excited. I don't want to think that I didn't read this. I must have read over this 1,000 times, and I'll tell you, it's very fair. And what a great company! I'm so excited to come to work for them. 937 WSTW. I worked a really long time for this, and this is huge for me. So thank you, Will, for having me on. You want me to do it? Let's do it. Let me prove that it's real here. Hold on. There's the front of it there. Not going to show you. It says employment agreement. Check it out. Good. All right. I don't want to get. You can't get too much in my business, even though it's the people's show. I still have to keep some stuff mystery. Big moment for me, man. So let's see. We go. Put the line open here, and there's so many papers. I must have read through this. Look, I can't even find the place I'm supposed to sign. There's so much to go through.
I don't want to write. I don't want you to sign you like, This isn't like you signing your soul over or anything.
No, I already read it. I read it already. I'm confident, man. Signing my soul over. No, I'm taking over, bro. This is it. I'm ready. Radio needs me. And I don't mean to be arrogant. I'm excited about it. And I just want to put a stop to the same old. And I want to at least give it my best shot. So let's do this. Ready? For all the people that have stood by me, I really appreciate that. I do. And this is for every kid that wants to be a DJ too. I know how it feels, man. What's today? Today is 3/10.
Yeah, the 10th.
2016. Here we go, so you can see. There's the date, and here comes the signature. This is awesome, huh?
Did you sign it to Fly Bry?
No, I didn't. The new life. Out. Look what I have. I didn't realize what I signed. Jeez. Oh man. Well, look. This that was a great time in my life, and I thank them for it. But out with the old, and in with the new. We're all signed up. Can you see? Don't forge it. And here we go. I'm going to give that to them. Thank you very much, everybody. This is official now, and I just appreciate the journey that we've been on together, and I hope we can continue it. So, again, WSTW, it's 93.7 WSTW FM. Check it out. I'll be on Monday. That's March 14th, starting at 2 o'clock. Coming up. This Monday, like a couple days away. I better get ready, huh?
Right. Do you know what you're going to say is your first words on air? Do you know that?
No, I put something on Facebook, though, asking what my first words on air should be. So you can go on my Facebook and look for that, and you can tell me what you think my first words should be. I don't know if they're going to be that. If someone says something interesting, maybe I'll say it. I haven't made up my mind yet. I got a lot going through my head. My mouth moves quick. Stay up with me and catch up with me, and we'll have a good time, I promise. And I'm going to spread that Delco Pride. I was Delco before Delco was cool, baby. Seriously.
You going to go to the Tom Jones Diner anytime soon?
Look at him dropping Delco references for a Blue Ribbon special.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, it was. We used to have a lot of fun there. Well, thanks for having me on, Will. I mean, I hope. Do you have any more questions?
No, well, just wanted to wish you the utmost respect and success for you, because I know how hard you've worked for this, and I know that you will work so much harder now that you've been catapulted to this level, because you're just that dude who just works it out, man. You're gonna do amazing.
I hope I'm that dude. I know I'm that dude, and I appreciate that. I feel like I should say I'm that dude with the attitude. You remember when they said that, Shawn Michaels, the two chaps with all the straps? Taking it back to wrestling again. No, thank you, Will. I know it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you having me on. And, plug your stuff, too. Of course, you can reach me. I'll say at the Brian Soscia on Twitter. Soscia Network is here on Facebook. Brian Soscia, Soscia. Will, plug your stuff. You got an awesome podcast, and I'm sure you'll be coming on once in a while, too.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. So this is a presentation of 8bitx.com. We've got video game music and chiptune radio 24/7. We also have a variety of live shows each and every week, and the return, I should say, of one of our feature shows, the adult talk show, coming back to our network. You would like this one. It's 8-Bit Sex. It's an amazing show. It helps. It's an educational forum for a lot of people. So yeah, it's kind of it's good. It's good
helps
stuff.
Out. Good.
Certified people in that area of the world who are helping out people. So that's coming up pretty soon. So check us out, 8bitx.com, and we're also on Twitch, streaming almost all the time, and we have a variety of shows. Tomorrow, March 12th, the 13th anniversary, 13 years, beats your record, of the Nitro Gaming Injection featuring Kyle Kraus and Larry OG are going to be on the program, along with a variety of special guests. So that's
so basically, if people like what, they should come to you. Video games, classic video games,
retro video games, and video games.
And you have a lot of people watching this right now that probably. You have your normal listeners and watchers, but is people that are new. Explain. I mean, you're saying this stuff, but you do what? Tell them.
So we go to live events, stream live events of musical performances people who enjoy video games and then create bands and stuff around that. So if you enjoy video games, if you enjoy music, this is the culmination of the intersection of that. And
it's very neat. It's very neat and very creative, and I definitely recommend you check it out. And I also recommend you check out the Socia Network. That starts March 14th on 93.7 WSTW with today's best variety, 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock on your radio dial.
Awesome.
That was professional, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was professional as hell.
So I don't know. Are we done? Should I stop now?
We should probably be done.